Hey everyone, welcome to 5 Star Guns and Gear, and today got some pretty cool stuff to show you. And I wanted to go ahead and show you a rifle that I just recently purchased. And I have taken it to the range one time, but I had to bring it back. I had a different scope on here and had some issues with the scope, totally different brand and everything. And so I really didn't get any range time out of it because it was not holding zero. But I do have a great scope on it now, and just show you what we got here. This is the Savage Model 10 Law Enforcement with the GRS stock. So the GRS stock is pretty unique when it comes to stocks. This is a bench rest style stock. And let me get this turned around. It does have an offset grip, which is unique to the GRS stocks. It's really, really cool. It's actually unbelievable how comfortable this stock really is. So you can adjust the length of pull. You can adjust the height of your comb and everything. It's really, really cool. This is their law enforcement model. This particular one is chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor. It does come in 308. I'm not sure what other calibers it comes in. However, I got a really good deal on this. It's a brand new rifle, and I just couldn't pass it up, and I wanted to see how well it performed long range. So we're going to actually take this out, stretch its legs out, do a little side in. We'll take that to the range. Actually let y'all take a glimpse at the scope on another video. This is the Vector Optics Continental 4-32 by 56. This scope is freaking awesome. This clarity of this glass is amazing. Now, the scope does not come with this. I am an official reviewer for Vector Optics, and this is the scope that I was actually going to be reviewing this last month, and had to wait for some rings to get in for it, and now they're in. We're going to go ahead and do a separate video on the scope itself. But back to this, really, really cool rifle. The capacity is 10 rounds. It does have a 10 round magazine, and this one is a PMag, matter of fact. I believe it's the ASIC pattern. So these are pretty readily available. The actual barrel length on this one, it does have a fluted barrel and a threaded barrel. Is a 24-inch barrel, so really cool. It did not come with the bipod. I did put just a Caldwell bipod that I had on here for now. Maybe change that over to Atlas or something like that the more we shoot it and everything. But right now it's got the Caldwell bipod on it. I think it'll be fine for us going and getting this tested out. Can't wait to really take it out and shoot it. Really looking forward to this just because it's a unique platform. And what I think we need to do next is just get it out to the range, do a little range time, then come back to the office and actually go ahead and give my final thoughts on this particular rifle. It does have a 20 MOA scope base that it comes with, so that's pretty cool. Show you some of the key features in this GRS stock. Is it's got push button adjustability, so you just push that button there and you can adjust your length of pull. Adjust the height of your cheek rest. Just go ahead and push that button there, adjust it there. So really, really cool with its adjustability. It does have quick detach sling swivels on this side. Has one down here and it has one up here. This is a fully free floated barrel, and it is a bedded stock, so should be pretty accurate. All the reviews that I've read on it and stuff, people that's remarked on this, there's people that's claiming they have not 0.6, 0.06 MOA at 100 yards. I don't know about that. That was 3 round shots. Maybe so. I'm not going to hold my breath. But if he'll do that, that's pretty cool. Again, I actually purchased this for long range shooting, and wanted to see how it stacks up to, let's say, my 300 PRC, which the 300 PRC is kind of in its league of its own. But I just wanted to go ahead and see how it does comparably to a lot larger Magnum style caliber at that range. So this is going to be my platform for that. Also have some other guns coming up on the channel, so stay tuned for those. Getting a lot of stuff in and that we're going to test on the channel, and hopefully guys y'all be excited about it. So let's go ahead and we're going to get this to the range. I'll show y'all some range time, and then we'll come back and we'll do our final discussion on this, and we're going to determine probably at that point how often we're actually going to feature this on our channel here. So looking forward to it, guys. Hope that y'all enjoy the content and everything. Guys, I'm trying to get a lot of stuff in for you guys to actually see. And of course, our channel's about product evaluation and stuff like that. So that's what it's all about. Unfortunately, I'm on a limited budget, so I get what I can get when I can get it. And hopefully it's something y'all enjoy watching. If you like this content and everything, please, by all means, leave a comment down below and make sure you like and subscribe as well. So let's go ahead and get the range, and then we'll get back and discuss the rest of this Savage 10 law enforcement GRS models. Hey, welcome to 5 Star Guns and Gear, and we're going to get a little range time on the Savage Model 10 law enforcement GRS stock. And this is chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor. Let's go ahead and shoot out to 100. I haven't shot this today since I put the scope on it. Not sure where we're going to hit at. It's semi-bore sighted. We'll see how close we are anyway, and we'll see actually how this shoots. And if we can get it on paper pretty close, we'll go ahead and see what we can do groups at 100, and then we'll go from there. All right, let's go ahead and shoot this 6.5. And we're testing all kinds of stuff. We're testing this gun out today. We're testing out this Vector Optics, and we're testing out the Tactical Rage Compensator. This is going to be pretty cool. Going hot. Okay, that's good enough. Let me do 3 rounds. All right, guys, I think we are close to 0 right now. I'm going to go ahead and just shoot 3 rounds. We're going to see how it groups. And I'm really liking this break. It's tamed this down. I've shot this gun before, and it's taken a lot of the kick out of it. I may do some more adjustments and stuff, but I actually like how it's set right now. But I am going to play around with it. We're going to do a little more in depth about the Rage Comp, and we'll see what goes on with that. As far as the gun shooting really good so far. Let's go ahead and see how good it groups. And this is at 100 yards. This Vector scope's working really good. We're going for groups, guys. I pulled that one a little bit, but we'll measure that. Let's shoot one more 3-shot string with it, and we're going to call it for this because we got some weather rolling in, and we're going to play with this comp a little bit, see how it does. So far, so good. I'm liking everything so far. Okay, or we're actually going to, let's do that first target. Now, it's already got some holes in it from getting this sighted in. All right, this can be our last round on this one. And we'll pull these targets and measure them now. We're gonna have to try some ammo on this. This is just cheap Cellar and Bellet. Right here, 140 grain SP, and this I've used in a couple different guns. I had a few of these left I ran through this Aguila, and we've got some match that we'll run through here, and we're going to see what this gun likes. Man, almost very little recoil out of this gun. This comp is freaking awesome. All right. We're good on that. We will check it and see where we're at, and I'm going to let y'all know. Y'all get to see firsthand on those two how our groups did, and we'll kind of go from there. As far as the rage compensator, we're going to do a lot more testing with this. I'm going to do some load development. I'm doing some hand loads that I'm going to be working up for this gun. I wanted to fire form some brass for this gun, so this give me opportunity for this. I've got another 6.5 Creedmoor I'm fixing to do the same thing with. So stay tuned for that video. It's going to be a Howa chassis rifle. It's already got a factory brake on it. So for right now, we're going to leave it the same. However, once we get this tuned in, we're going to write down everything how we like it, and then I'm going to actually swap this over to the 300 PRC, try it out on there. I've got to get a crush washer in for that. We're going to send one more downrange just to hit some steel, and here we go. Impact. All right, we don't have this 100% perfectly zeroed, and we know that. That's fine. We just want to get on paper, shoot a little groups, and where we need to be. Next range session, because the weather and everything that we get out here with this, we're actually going to go ahead and see if we can fine tune everything in. And I want to show you all the Savage Model 10 Law Enforcement GRS model. This is a pretty freaking cool stock with this ergonomic grip. It's kind of offset just a little. I know it looks weird, but it is extremely comfortable to shoot. May do a little adjustment on the trigger. Haven't done that yet. But we're going to dial in things as we go along just a little bit at a time. So you're going to be seeing a lot more of this. Love this stock on here. Fully adjustable for your length of pull. You can actually adjust the cheek riser on it as well. So that's pretty cool. So that's actually pretty neat there. So right now we've just got a Caldwell bipod. We may upgrade that later on. Right now it's doing fine for what we need for our testing out here, and working good. All right, we'll see you back at the shop and we'll go over this gun a little bit more. Hey guys, that was really fun going to the range today. Had to come home, change. I got soaking wet out there before we left. Weather got pretty bad. Knew that going out, ran out of time. And so I just kind of want to go ahead and give you my take on the Savage 10 GRS, the law enforcement model. Pretty cool rifle. Shot really well. Went ahead and got three really good groups out of it far left. I was hoping to bring y'all the targets and show y'all. We are going to have another range session, and I'll show you the targets then. But it was raining bad, so I left them where they was at. I did get to see them close up. One had about an 1.5 inch group, the first 3-shot group that I shot. The second 3-shot group I shot actually was quite a bit better. It was sub MOA, it was under 1 inch. And the third group was actually surprising. I don't know what it was. I wished I would have got the measure. I wish I had my calipers at least out there with me. However, all three of them was touching, so it's going to be a super tie. I would say it was probably 0.3, 0.4 for that 3-shot, so very happy with that. We're going to have to do some load workups on this for sure, see what we can dial in for this gun. Got some load workups we're going to do on some other guns first, but that will be coming soon, and we'll take a look and see what we can get this performing at, and see if we can get something that's consistent. Did run some Aguila through here today. I ran the Cellar and Bellet, whatever. Somebody will correct me in the comments. Anyway, I always call it Cellar and Bellet. And we also ran some Hornady match. So the Hornady match is where I got the tightest group on, and the Cellar and Bellet was the second best. The Aguila, not so hot. It was over 1 inch, but it wasn't bad. But I was expecting better out of it. However, you have to find what ammo is going to work for the gun. And on this, we're going to do a load development. We're probably going to wind up using hand loads on it anyway, and see if we can dial it in to something very, very consistent. We didn't have enough shots with any of them to really tell what it was really going to do, because I didn't run it through the chronograph, so we don't have any of that data. So we could have found out that, hey, we're shooting better groups with even the Aguila ammo than any of the others. You know, we might have picked 3 more rounds that had a better spread or something like that. And it's just kind of, we didn't do any lot testing is what it gets right down to. So we don't know if we just got lucky with that one 3 shots or not. But that's what we're going to do. That we're going to go back in, do load development, and this give us a chance to actually get a feel for the gun and give me the direction I want to go on it to kind of tune this gun out. And once we get it tuned out, then we'll start doing some testing and stuff for longer range shooting. Definitely 500 yards easy, 600. And then we're going to do some 1,000 yards with it and see what it does then, see how it performs. I do love the Rage Comp, and that's by Tactical. Awesome. Do have a video about this compensator and how these stacks are set up and everything. You can tune this comp. Super, super cool. Love that. And like I said, I shot this without the compensator on it before, and that comp took a lot of the kick out of it. And I don't even know if I may play with it a little bit, but I'm probably there's a good chance I'm gonna wind up just leaving it in that configuration. I went ahead and wrote down the exact configuration I have it in, and it's comfortable to shoot. So, I mean, it's still gonna have some kick and everything, but it's not near as bad as it was without the comp. It took a significant amount out of it. Like I said, I may go ahead and work on it some more, see if I get, maybe a better tune out of it that I like for the compensator. We'll just see. I don't know how that'll affect like point of impact or groupings or anything like that. How it grouped today, especially with the match ammo, I was extremely happy. Don't got a lot of scope cam footage that's going to be on this. At some point my scope cam died before the end of the video, but I did get, I think, maybe 1 or 2 groups. When I start doing the editing and stuff, we'll find out, but at least I know I've got 1 good group and a partial of another. I don't know how far it made it through it, but we'll get what we can on the video. That way y'all can see hopefully what it did, since we don't have any real good close-ups of the groups or anything. Hopefully they'll show up. Sometimes it's hard to show up on the scope cam, and it's easier just to show you on the targets. I should have just went out there in the rain and pulled them, but it's coming down pretty hard and it's flooding out there. I didn't want to traipse through the mud. It's pretty muddy out there when it starts raining, and I just decided not to deal with it. So I figure we can do some group testing. We're going to do some more group testing anyway, so we'll really see what it does. So my overall thoughts on this, I'm happy that I got this gun. I'm very pleased with it. I think it's going to be one that you're going to see quite a bit here on the channel. We'll do a lot of testing with it, and let's see how accurate we can make this gun. That's what I want to do. Very happy with the scope we've got on it. This Vector Continental, freaking stunning performer on here. Another thing, when I get that trigger cam on the scope again, we'll tune it in and dial it in where it's a little bit more clear to this scope. I was in a hurry and I just slapped it on, hit record, so the footage isn't that great. It is what it is. I shouldn't have rushed myself, and I did. That's sometimes you just take advantage of every minute you can get at the range, and I kind of rushed out there knowing it was going to be bad weather, and I stayed out there a little too long. So it is what it is. Good day shooting's better than no day shooting, I guess. So it's all good. But overall thoughts of it, I'm really pleased with it. I think it's a good platform. I think it's something really good for us to work on and go ahead and start playing with and see how it's going to be for long range. I think in my opening video when I show y'all this, I think I said this was a bench rest stock. It's not a bench rest stock, it's a tactical stock. I don't know why that came out my mouth. Anyway, this is a tactical stock with the adjustable cheek rest on it, adjustable length of pull. I really like this GRS. I love the offset to it. It's really comfortable when you shoot it. If you ever get a chance to put your hands on a GRS stock, check them out because they're really cool. They're very expensive stocks. And that's one reason why I bought this, because I got such a good deal on this gun, and it was already in the stock. It came from the factory with the stock. You're talking, I think the stock's like $700 by itself, and I'll tell you, I didn't pay much more than that after some discounts and some clearance and company getting out of a gun business. So they basically give this away. I got a good deal on it. Very, very happy with it. So, you know, even if it didn't perform, I was ready to move it and move on to something else if I needed to. But the way it's performing, I think we're going to stick it out. I think we're going to give it a good try, give it a good go, keep it around the channel for a while, and let's see what kind of performance we can get out of it. Other than that, guys, I really don't got anything else today. Just wanted to get out to the range, kind of show you the gun and everything. I did take this out, like I said, one time before, and the scope I had on it before. And we might talk about it. It'll be a different episode. I'm not even going to mention the scope brand or anything right now. But it would not hold zero. I had nothing but trouble out of it. And anyway, but we put this Vector on here, and hey, it ran flawless. This one's holding zero, doing great, so very happy with that. I like this Continental, great scope clarity and everything. I'm going to have a review on this. I may already have it up by the time I get this out. We'll see, because I'm doing the review at the same time. Don't know which one I'll release first, but look for that as well if you want some more information on the scope. This is Vector Optics. They're premium, they're top tier scope line. Now they do make one. This is a 30 millimeter tube. They do make a 34 millimeter version. Hopefully we can get some 34 millimeters in here time to time. I get a lot of stuff in that they need tested, not just because I want it. They're trying to be accommodating to me about what I would like to try, but being a product tester for them, they like me testing like new releases and stuff like that for them. So usually I'll get something like that even before it gets out on the market, just to kind of go ahead and test it out for them and give them some feedback, and then I can do a review on it and all that. That's kind of the arrangement we've got. And time to time, they'll let me pick a scope that I want, that I like to get in, that I would like to test. So, you know, they do work with me on that aspect, but I can't get just everything I want every time. It's kind of give and take, and a lot of times I'll product test some stuff that usually it's going to be new on the market or a new release or something that they're fixing to release. So sometimes I don't have that much of a choice. On the Continental, I did have a choice on this. I did want to test out the secondary focal plane scope on this, just to kind of get a feel for it, because I was thinking about actually using the scope on a bench rest gun, and I like second focal plane for bench rest guns. I like a really thin crosshair. This one's pretty good, so that meets all those requirements. So this may get changed over eventually to a bench rest gun. I do like how it's performing. However, if I'm going to do 1,000 yards and stuff like that, I really do like my first focal plane scope. So this may be getting a first focal plane scope at some point. And Vector's got plenty of those as well, and they actually got them in the Continental. So I may ask them if they don't have anything in particular. I know this next month I got 2 different scopes they're sending me to do a comparison on. And one of them's a new release, and one of them's one they've already had out, but same line, but just different models. But I may ask them if they can send me a first focal plane, maybe in this one right here. That way we can throw it on this, because I'm very happy with it on this. So, all right, guys, that's all I got today. It's been a long day. I'm wore out, so we're gonna call it a day, guys. Hey, I appreciate y'all sticking around with me, guys. If you're subscribed, thank you very much. If you're not, please consider subscribing. Hit that like, hit that thumbs up if you would. Certainly appreciate it. And as always, God bless. I'll catch you on the next episode.